Hello guys and welcome to the continuation of Dunkoro's deck. With us is Dunkoro. How you doing, Dunkoro?
Doing great. Hey, thanks you. Thanks to be here.
Those vermin!
Don't worry. Look, right now we're actually going to do a couple
Close
games
ranks.
and everything, and just make sure you let us know tips and tricks that you use on your deck, for our viewers and myself to become better Gwent players. Right now,
Sure. We're playing against another Northern Lambs, right? Because that's
correct.
important.
We're knowing your enemy is very important. We are playing against a faultless deck, and so far we have 2 River Scouts, Don Banner, Kadwini Surgeon, Priscilla, Mick de Brake.
Shani Baron. Okay, that's fine. Because if we were versus Scoia'tael, we couldn't mulligan our second scout because we need 2 of them because one of them is definitely going to be Murdron. But against other decks, we can't do that, so we will. We should mulligan the second scout. There's no reason to have more than one against non-Scoia'tael. Medic is not important because we got Priscilla and King of Beggars, so we can mulligan Medic as well. Because King of Beggars is guaranteed to get a Medic. And this is a good hand to keep. We don't need the third mulligan. And we should start with our proactive card with Dune Banner Heavy Cavalry.
Yes.
I'm itching for that battle.
Sorry about that. I'm a little bit sick. But you mentioned your deck working as a swarm, and that is a very important visual to understand that you need to thin your deck as quick as possible and as effective as possible.
Yes, and you thin the deck and you put units on board at the same time, so that's why you end up with a lot of units. Now we should use the River Scout because we only have a 1-turn window to use it on Dune Banner Heavy Cavalry, so let's use that 1-turn window. Because later on it's gonna be gold and River Scout wouldn't be able to target it. It's going the same thing with Red Iron Leads instead, apparently. Or not even, it doesn't need River Scout.
Are we watching a Dunkoro versus Dunkoro?
Okay, now we use Full Test on the River Scout to get all three River Scouts actually, because we're gonna copy each other and thin the deck insanely in this way, and get a lot of strength, and also get the third Dune Banner Heavy Cavalry. That's just an insanely good play. That's the basis of why this deck works.
It's really good. Like
Because
right now,
of how insanely strong this play is.
11.
Yeah, and he's doing the same thing. He just got unlucky and had 2 Red Iron Leads in his hand. Right now we're ahead on units, so it's a very good time to play Yennefer actually. Because we're very ahead on units. Because the best time to play Yennefer is always when you're either very ahead on units or you're very behind on units. That doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. That's a great way to play Yennefer. I mean, we do make our second row vulnerable to Igni, so you gotta keep that in mind. But it's not really such a big issue, because if they do kill it, you can just use your medic chain and then get all of them right back onto the field.
And the way that you play from your deck, technically, with King of Beggars and Priscilla.
Yeah, that also makes it so that you get more silvers and golds the next rounds. Right now we want to demote Yennefer so that she's available in the graveyard for later rounds. We can resurrect her later on. And after that we might just pass. Our opponent is very behind on board.
But we're broke as shit peddlers.
Now, is this one of the things that actually work against your deck? Knowing when to pass against your deck?
Yeah, it's a really thin issue to know when to pass. But I think here's it. Because he gets 6-8 value next round. He's gonna have 59. He will have to play one more card. It's gonna be any card to win the round. And if he doesn't play Blue Stripe Scouts, and he doesn't, he's gonna have to play a good card to win the round, and that's good enough, I think.
And if he plays a good card enough, he will have to demote it as well.
Yeah, he won't, for example, be able to play Baron and demote him unless he plays 2 cards, and that's great news for us if he does that.
So here, this is.
I think this is
will be passed.
I think this is a safe pass. Yes.
Now, on the other side, knowing when to pass on your deck, you mentioned is extremely important. And would you like to elaborate on that?
Yes, most of the time you actually need to pass early against most decks to generate value. versus Scoia'tael, to actually get move advantage, you have to win first round and to pass early the second round, so that the second round they have to spend a lot of cards to catch up and can't use their stall cards to outstall you.
Okay, that's really good point, and keep that in mind, guys, because that is very important. And we have the blue stripes right there, and look at that, field medic.
Yeah, we actually want to play the Blue Stripes commando before we start playing medics, because in the unfortunate case that we get all three medics out of the deck and then end up on a Reaver Scout, we want to have a target for that Reaver Scout.
Don't recognize
Oh,
your
so it's a
face.
way of maximizing your possibilities on your deck.
Yeah, then there is just no worst case. There's always just best case
Nice
in just
mess you've
another
got
way.
here.
You must sweat like a swine.
And
in
right
that
now,
jacket.
even if the medic doesn't hit a Reaver Scout, which is a very important part of the deck, we can just King of Beggars into another medic and then get
What
the
do you
chain
want of me?
started yet again.
Okay.
Like
that
right
would
here.
be that would be the worst case scenario.
It's still fine. It's not like it's bad.
Oh, definitely not. He will go to 7 in gold,
You
you
must
know.
sweat like a swine in that jacket.
I mean, he didn't hit any Reaver Scout with his medics,
And also the
but
thing
he
like,
wouldn't have
with
any
his River
targets for
Scout,
them anyway.
yeah, we can. He's very vulnerable to Igni.
Definitely. So, and now you can see why our deck doesn't play Reaver Hunters. They are so bad when resurrected. They are just a 4 or a 5 strength unit. That's really bad.
So I'm assuming that right now you will do King of Beggars into a
Yeah,
medic.
King of Beggars into a medic is a very good play right here. And we hopefully get a Reaver Scout. Still didn't.
Welcome to my
Kinda
life.
awful.
This is my life, okay? And this is why I play your deck, because you know, even with bad luck, your deck is extremely effective.
Yeah, you have to get really bad luck to not go well with the deck. Right here, what I would like to do is probably to play the Baron and immediately demote him with a Sergeant from the graveyard. I think that's the play we do right here, because I think our opponent might want to pass right after our play. So this is the correct time to demote Baron, because I think our opponent will want to pass pretty soon. Knowing when the opponent wants to pass is also really important in this deck, because then you can decide when to do the correct plays in the correct order.
Also, that Jennifer look really good right now, but it's actually kind of like a bait. On having self-restraint on this deck is very important as well.
Yes, if we played Yennefer, he would just pass. And then what do we gain? We wouldn't have a demoted Baron, we wouldn't set up anything for the next round. Since he's playing his Stannis, let's do the same with our Stannis. Or maybe we should thin the deck some more with Priscilla first. Because Stannis can get gold and Priscilla can't, so maybe we should actually get rid of one more non-gold card. If we hit a decoy, that's actually really good, because we might decoy either a Laberkin or the Stannis. So that's the best case
Let's show
scenario.
him what real
There
art
it
is.
is.
And that's decoy. And I would rather decoy the Laberkin right here, because Stannis is not really needed. We still have the move advantage, and we still have our own Stannis. So, oh,
Wow.
Commander's Horn. Interesting. Did not expect that. To be honest, we should still play Stannis right here. He will just pass, and then we play Merc Bracca and win the
This is
round.
priceless.
Daneka is just
She's
very
a
good.
very solid card right there.
Only Shani would have. Oh wait, we have Shani. So what's left in the deck actually?
It will be probably 6 cards. We have Igni, we have a couple things, and I'm going to make the bracket right here just to.
Yeah, we have 2 Blue Stripes Commandos and 1 more medic in the deck. Yeah, Merc Bracca to just win the round. And we're pretty much guaranteed to win the game, because we have 3 medics and a very stacked graveyard. And we were start the round doing a very good combo.
With
You should
Jennifer.
know. Because this is the basis of the third round that everyone loves or hates depending on which side of the
Look,
table you're on.
I know the combo, but Dunkoro, why don't you walk me on it? Describe exactly at what point you decided, wow, this is extremely good!
Yeah. You play Shani,
Uh-huh.
because Shani is
I'm a medic.
the
I've
best
been
medic
through everything when I was
after
grade
Baron. Baron is already dead. And Baron is not permadeath, so you can actually resurrect him. So let's do that.
It would
Then
have
Baron
put the
can
bloody
actually
fire.
summon Lubberkin, which is gonna resurrect yet another thing. And that thing, I think, will be the strongest card in our grade. So let's resurrect Yennefer, because why
You
wouldn't we?
crossed the wrong
And
And
what
then
else?
Yennefer, well, we are ahead on units, so we should summon Unicorn. And now, bam, we have 31 strength out of
Oh!
one card.
Oh! BFI has nothing on this.
Yeah. If actually we left Neneke
Nasty
in the
wounds,
deck
those,
instead of
but you'll
taking
live.
her right now, we would be able to instead get Shani into Baron, into Priscilla, into Neneke, into Yennefer, which would be even more strength.
Well,
But there's
how
no
about a game of Gwent?
Wow,
right?
this is so much strength and value. And actually, I think that this is why one of the is so strong against Scoia'tael, is because
Yeah, because
usually,
Scoia'tael can't
yeah,
for the love of them win against that. They can have 3 cards and still lose against this combo.
I think I will go ahead and do the Lubricant right here, or will you actually go ahead? I
Uh,
personally, I think I will
First,
go
like, could
Lubricant.
hit a medic. We still have 1 medic in the deck. So
Okay.
let's see what we get. Because I don't expect weather. This is not a deck that plays weather. And he wouldn't keep it for the last round, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we have to decide how vulnerable we want to be to Igni or weather. I think we will resurrect King of Beggars and get the last medic out of the deck. I think that's the best thing to do right here. Yes, we still have 1 medic in the deck, if I'm not wrong.
No, that's correct. I would think I will do it with Lubricant. You mentioned the same thing, right?
Yeah, I've used Laberkin on King of Beggars to get the medic.
Who do I spy?
Tell me you
Give me a
jest.
And then see
chain.
what the medic
Oh,
gets. And
but still, that is really good. That is very solid.
yeah, it was like, what, 5, this plus 7, 12. That's still 15
Nasty
strength
wounds,
out of
those,
1
but
card.
you'll live.
Yeah.
If he
I'm
plays
not afraid.
Stennis, we might do the same, just Nemec onto Stennis, because we only it doesn't matter at this point. He probably just has nothing to win the round. So let's just play it out and see what happens.
Also, he doesn't have. He cannot play us out of Igni range. No way. There it is.
Oh, okay. We don't even need to do that.
Scoia'tael.
Alright, right here. We're against
Close
Scoia'tael.
ranks!
Finally. Okay, so as always, we don't want any doubles, so let's get rid of the doubles. Because River Scout is the only double we ever want, and we actually want double River Scout in this matchup because they have Merdrome.
If would you go into the list, would you do Blue Stripes Commando or into the Domain Hammer first?
I would mulligan the Cavalry first, then Commando, because I would rather have triple Commando than triple Cavalry.
Okay.
Okay, what silvers do we have again?
We have Princess Tennis, Priscilla, Mick
So
the Bracket,
don't
and
need
Nemec.
the medic. Let's mulligan the medic in hopes of getting the second River Scout.
There it is. Now
This
the
is a
reason
really-
why you do this is because ST are actually running Medromes, and they might banish your first River Scout.
Yeah, and then we can't get the other one with Fall Test, which we normally do.
Okay. By watching you play and everything, I'm assuming you will start with Unbanner Heavy Cavalry. Or the Blue Stripes Commando
Have
to buff
strength,
up.
my love.
Yeah, we actually start with Blue Stripes Commando because if they hit their Merdrome at random, we want it to not hit River Scouts, but rather other targets.
Okay, so Blue Stripes Commando will be the start.
Yeah, so we play River Scout
Nice
as late
mess
as
you've
possible,
got here.
which in this case is the 3rd turn, which is not really all that late, but it's still pretty late.
I'll feed you to the crows!
Into Raleigh.
Your tricks will not
Okay,
save you,
so
Dwarf.
Scoia'tael is doing Scoia'tael stuff.
Yeah, and his
So
chain
let's
wasn't as
play.
impressive as it could have been.
Yeah, so let's play cavalry. I mean, his
I'm
horse is pretty
acting.
good, so let's show him what real horses do. They turn gold, rather than spawning another 3 strength unit, right?
Yeah, that's also a really good card.
I mean, ours is 7, theirs is a
Everything
9.
all right?
I wish Northern Realms had such a good card.
I'll
But
feed
then
you
we
to
have
the
other good cards.
crows.
I mean, River
For
Scout is
strength, my
so much
love.
better than Blue Mountain Commando. Just compare them. Our unit is 1 strength less, but it actually spawns a new unit instead of replaying the one that is there. That's way better.
Now he actually is either really lucky or he's not. He only has hit one of the Madromes.
Yeah, so, but still, we have the second scout, so we are not really all that afraid of playing one right now.
Okay,
So let's do that.
and let's just get the Dunbanner Cavalry.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're broke as shit
And
peddlers.
it's really unfortunate if he hits Rain right here, but might keep Rain in his hand. It's still fine. Yeah, he did. And in this case, we will not actually go grab the third cavalry. We will instead first light to clear the skies.
Okay, so right here
Third.
you just will clear the skies to force him to maybe either panic or really commit to this round, correct?
Yes, yes, exactly. I mean, they sometimes even play a Glay into the Aeromancy to play the Rain again, and that's
Oh, that would
actually
be the
good news for
best.
us, because that means Aglay is not there anymore.
You talked enough.
Okay. So now we can't get any more cavalry with the River Scout, so let's get the other target then.
Okay, would you do the just a River Scout into Blue Stripes Commando?
River Scout into Commando. There's no reason to
Okay.
leave a River Scout in the deck.
Correct. So River
You
Scout
one of
into
us
River
or
Scout
not?
into the
I
Commando.
told you so, you idiot.
Yeah.
Semper Fi!
And all of the sudden now we're ahead, even though they have actually thinned their deck.
Yeah. We might have considered using Merc Bracket to kill Roach. It's not really all that worth it. We don't have a Sergeant, that's really unfortunate. We probably just will lose this first round, because that's fine. So let's play Prince Stennis, because he will be less likely inclined to Frost if he has everything in the melee himself. We don't want the medic, we don't need it.
Mr. Ricardo, wow! Now this medic always shining
Yeah,
best.
this medic is the second best medic in the game. First best medic is Baron, of course.
Yeah.
Baron is just all
Yeah.
around the best card in the deck. Okay, he's passed. And while a lot of people wouldn't agree with me, but I know what I'm doing. Wait, actually. Foltest onto a Blue Stripes Commando, is it enough? It's 7 plus 4, that's 11. That's enough to go equal. Because we might actually just play Baron with bot lane and then pass. Because a lot of people are really tunneled onto demoting the goals, but it's not really needed.
Since we just got the Shani, right?
Yeah,
So
so I think we just play Baron plus bot lane to win the round
I'll gather my men.
by 1 point. Because the alternative was to Foltest one of the commandos and then tie, but tying...
it's deceptive
Okay.
because they will have a glaze and access to also the other spells on
Yeah, and now that we won the first round, we are free to do lots of different kinky stuff to them.
That's pretty good, pretty good. Right now he's probably gonna let it go first, so I think we're gonna go for the medic right away.
Yeah, and we hopefully get a medic chain, because we
You
haven't
sweat
seen
like a
one
swine
yet.
in that jacket.
Oh,
It's not you, dude. It's not you. I swear it's me. Okay, this is the kind of luck that I have to deal with every day.
Okay, it's gonna happen, I promise. It will happen at some point. It has to. I mean, half of our units in the graveyard are River Scouts. Oh,
And he was stuck
okay, so now we
already.
got Priscilla into another medic, because we can't fall test.
Not a bad idea.
This is pretty unfortunate. Okay, we got it.
What do you want of me?
Great, and now we get yet another medic with the River
You
Scout.
will sweat like a swine in that
More
jacket.
medics, more horses. And if Scoia'tael doesn't play anything impactful right here, we just pass. Because there's...
They will have to
Or,
go for
no.
it.
We actually will fall test a medic, because there's a big chance we get yet another River Scout and then copy the horse to get the third one out of the deck, because we don't want to draw it.
Lie still. Not yet
Okay,
recovered.
it will rain now. Probably. Interesting. Okay. So we actually don't want to get the last horse. Did our opponent use decoy already?
He did. That was one of the earliest cards.
So we want to demote Aglay because that's 4 strength for us.
Okay.
Because she just loses 4 strength and he doesn't have decoy, so there's no risk in doing that.
Okay, so you will demote her right now.
Yep. And then we can actually have a target for the last River Scout. Because we can just get the another Kagami Surgeon. Wow, he is playing in the rain himself? He lost almost as much as we did in this rain. Now we fault us for the last medic. For the next medic.
So you will fault this medic? Well, kind of lost
Yeah,
track of
yeah.
it.
Fault test is the best value when used on a medic or on a Blue Stripes commando. Since we don't have the latter, we just use him on a medic. And now we use him on a surgeon because that's the only target we have. And it's kind of unfortunate because we have to demote one of the horses, but oh well, you gotta live with it. If those were redundant leads, they wouldn't even ever be
The
promoted.
semblance of power.
Because
don't
we'd have to
interest
summon
me.
the last one still. Okay, so even though we wanted to pass long time ago, we're still gonna play.
Because he is actually not playing that strong right now.
Yeah. We actually want to kill this healer so that he can't Blue Mountain commando it. So we want to play Merkbrake. We can roll so that it's equal to King of Beggars, so that's his paranoid about Igni. Kill the medic and kill one of the back row guys. It doesn't really matter all that much, but I would kill Aglay because she's not
Yes,
relentless.
because he can play us.
Yeah, if he like got decoy with Johnny, that would be really scary.
The storm is coming. Let's enjoy the weather while we
Oh,
still
and now we
Whoa.
pass and
Yes.
see him struggle out of this hole.
So right now, pretty much what we did is we pretty much did our setup. They had to do their setup, but theirs is faster. Ours is more of a swarm, like you mentioned before, and this allows us to do this kind of heavy passes. It's very good
Yeah, and
against
he
Scoia'tael.
can't catch up in one card. It's just impossible. There is no card in the game that does this. And then we just he goes 2 cards down or 3 cards down if he uses Francesca right here like he did, and then there's just no way he wins the game
And
because
the
we
amount-
have 2 medics in our hand.
Yes, and the amount of strength that we will get is very, very impactful next round if he makes it there. I'm still doubtful.
Yeah, I mean,
not say
yeah,
they
he will probably get there.
He needs Siri.
Might not even actually. I mean, yeah, okay. And this is how you win versus Scoia'tael, guys.
And now, considering that Scoia'tael is one of the most favorite decks at the moment, give it a try, guys. Check out the Dunkoro's deck. Make sure you go to his WenDB. We'll have a section link on the section there for you guys. And Dunkoro, thank you so much for playing with us. Thank you so much for showing us your deck, and thank you so much for your time. Any shoutouts?
You're welcome. Shoutouts, I'm gonna shout out my team, the Gentlemen, and our website, gentleman.com, which you definitely should check out. We have really good articles on everything related to the game.
Awesome. We'll have links for that as well. And guys, Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
See ya.